Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 176 for this Thursday, October 2nd. We're burning through October already, you guys. Tomorrow's your boy's birthday. I don't know how old I'll be, but it's birthday day tomorrow. How you guys doing out there? Today's, like I said, October 2nd, Thursday. This is Rants About Tech Live, where we talk about today's tech news. Talk about today's e-ink stories as well. We're going to talk more about the Kindle stuff that happened yesterday. This is a continuation of yesterday's show, for sure. Again, I'm here in Philadelphia, sunny Philadelphia today, with a lot of my friends in the chat here. I appreciate you guys for being here. We got Dr. Ling, eInk, Aaron, and Mitchell here early. I appreciate you guys. Coffee up, as usual. Coffee up, as usual. So, I appreciate you guys being here. If you do get some value out of the show today, consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing for more content. And with that, we're going to move on to the holidays of the day, as we normally do here in the morning. Today, first national holiday is going to be, or international holiday. This is not a national one, but it's International Day of Nonviolence. Nonviolence today, you guys. You're at work, you're mad. That coworker you just want to pounce on like a little black cat, heavy weight on the front paws with claws out. I haven't gone through anything like that recently, but I'm just saying, nonviolence day, don't do it to that coworker. You just say it's nonviolence and you keep going. Also today, a very interesting tidbit and very interesting fact about me today. It's Yom Kippur Day. A Day of Atonement. That's a Jewish holiday. If you guys didn't know, I'm not Jewish or anything, but I did work at a Jewish day camp when I was in college. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be working at this summer camp. You wanna come work there with me?" I was like, "Yeah, summer camp sounds good. I'm gonna be here in the summer. I'll do a summer camp. Watch over some kids, make sure they don't do anything crazy." Okay, cool. I get there and we show up at a Jewish community center and I'm like, oh, Okay, cool. Like, am I kosher here? But it was good. It was fun. I had a whole summer of fun. Afterwards, parents were writing me checks talking about how great I was as a counselor for their kid. It was great. I learned a couple songs. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, that's it. That's all I got today. That's all I got for the rando and the introduction stuff. Let's go to the chat real quick. How you guys doing out there? Anything big other than the Kindle stuff happening today? Somebody has to tell Portland, Chicago, etc. What day it is. Oh. Whoa, what's going on? I see. I catch what you're putting down there, Dr. Ling. I get it. We need to spread the nonviolence today. It's International Nonviolence Day for sure. All right. Since we have nothing else in the chat, we're gonna go on into. We're gonna do it differently today. We were gonna do the tech stories or the eInk stories first, and then tech later. But our conversations in eInk are just killing out the tech stuff. So we're just gonna get through a bunch of tech stuff really quickly. Really quickly. Just the rest of the Amazon stuff. Okay. All right. I think my Shabbat Shalom might have thrown some people off. I'm sorry. Let's get to some of this stuff here. So getting to the eInk or the tech stuff, just to get this out the way real quick. Finishing off where we left off yesterday with the Kindle Scribe announcements from Amazon, we're going to pick up with the rest of the hardware that they announced and talk about some of the software stuff too. So let's go ahead and get to that. So some of the other things they released, the Echo Dot and the Echo, actually the Echo Dot Max was talked about. It's a $100 device. We're looking at this. We're looking at this smaller device here. And it features a 3D knit fabric. I think both of these devices that we're talking about here, the Echo Dot and the Echo Studio, feature this knit fabric, which I first saw this with the Google devices, but we won't go there. We'll move on. This bigger device we see here is called the Echo Studio. It's $219. Comes with spatial audio, Dolby Atmos, and far field voice recognition. So you can be further from the device and talk to it, and it will understand. It probably has more microphones in it. Also, you can do something like do surround sound in your living room with this particular speaker because it connects to other speakers and creates that surround sound environment. But why would you want more than one smart speaker in the room at a time to even take advantage of this functionality unless you're buying it as a speaker for that functionality only? I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's that. So we got the Echo Show 8 and we got the Echo Show 11. Can we get pictures of these? All right, so I don't see pictures of the Echo Shows here. Maybe we can pull up some side pictures of these. But the Echo Shows 8 and 11, they got two Echo Shows that come in 8 and 11 inch varieties. There we go. So we got the Echo Shows in the 8 and the 11 inch varieties for these particular devices. And this is, there we go, the Echo 8. I bet this might be an older one since it's got some money off here. Let's go to Echo Show 2025. Images? There we go. Okay. All right. So we got the Echo Shows that they showed off here. Now, they come in two varieties, the 8 and 11 inch variety, $179 for the 8 and $219 for the 11 inch. They're available for pre-order now and will arrive within the next few weeks. They don't really give it a definite time. They come with 13 megapixel framing cameras where it just kind of follows you around, which is a feature that laptops have been taking advantage of for a little while now. Smart Home Hub, AI summary for what it saw for the day. So we're going to get into some talk about this AI summary stuff later on when we talk about the outside cameras, but you will be able to see what your outside cameras are showing you on these displays. And again, it could do things like put a summary of what it saw for the day, so it can like put together a clip of videos of what it thought were the most interesting things it captured, and you can see those on the Echo. But that's more on the cameras when we talk about those. So we got Alexa Plus adds functionality to older devices. That's some confirmation I got from eInk here in the Discord. She basically told me a little bit of information she had about how the Alexa Plus functionality works on newer device, well, we were specifically talking about older devices and if that functionality came to older devices, and it does come to older devices. We're not sure to what extent, but she does have older devices that she used it on, and the updates worked on there. It even brought the new voice updates to those older devices. So anytime you can get good new functionality with older devices and prolong the life of those devices, I think that's a good thing. And all software manufacturers should be doing that kind of thing right there. Amazon debuted 9 new Ring doorbells as well. So available for pre-order now. Save for the $499 wired Ring doorbell Elite. All the other variants will be available for pre-order. They feature enhanced image quality, AI-powered face recognition, and let's go back and look at those devices here. Here we go. We got the Ring devices here. They have the AI-powered face recognition and a new feature to locate lost pets, which I thought was a very interesting caveat here. So the latter is a part of Ring's wider push to expand their brand beyond just doorbells into like more private home security. The cameras now come in 2K and 4K definition, and this is to help out with that functionality as well, and zoom up to 10 times for the 4K models. Now this locate your pet thing is really interesting to where it We'll talk a little bit more about that later down in the specifics down on these particular devices. The family face feature will recognize your friends and family, alerting you to apps, alerting you through apps that your friend Emma may be at the door, for example. And on the flip side, if it recognizes or if it sees someone that it doesn't recognize and lets you know that a stranger is at your door. It can speak to visitors and provide them with instructions such as where to leave packages and ask someone why they're there if they're a stranger. That rolls out in December for those functionalities. Search Party, which will be available on all outdoor cameras in November for dogs, followed by cats and other pets at a later date. Now, this is the feature that finds the lost pets. It's called Search Party. Once you report a pet lost or missing, the app will search for images of your lost pet in neighbors' Ring cameras. So that's a security thing right there. I'm not sure how they're going to work that. I think it's a good idea and concept. But getting this to work properly may be an issue for these cameras, especially to get people to opt in for that, because I'm assuming this is an opt-in situation. I mean, encryption could be a thing here. I'm just super interested in how they're going to get this to work. I think it's a cool idea, and a lot of people are going to be happy about this and probably buy this for that functionality above other devices that don't have it, right? This may be a purchasing decision spec. Neighborhood being a loose definition, meaning maybe a few miles around your house, is what this particular search functionality would be able to do. So it'll tap into Rings within like a 3-mile radius of your home to see if any of the pictures of your pet matches anything anyone else has on their Ring. Like I said, security issue, but cool in theory. I don't know how it's exactly going to work. Christina Ray, good morning. Let's go to the chat real quick. Aaron says, I use the larger HomePods with 2 mini HomePods as my audio setup with Apple TV. Does that work? And does that like a stereo thing? Is that how that works? Mitchell says, I tried HomePod Mini as an office speaker, and I had horrible issues streaming audio from my MacBook. All of my speakers are now hardwired. Yeah, for a sound system, I wouldn't trust Bluetooth. I know what kind of problems I have with really nice headphones that are Bluetooth. Sound cutting out, being staticky, all kinds of things. So I think that if you're going to do a home system, wired is definitely the way to go. I need no Amazon spies. I wonder if I can keep track of my local groundhog. Probably. You feed a picture to your Ring, it might keep track of it and let you know where it is. And it gives you a summary of what it's tracking too. So at the end of the day, you can say, hey, that gopher I gave you a picture of, or that groundhog, could you track it for me and give me a history of what it's been doing? And it'll put together a list of clips to show you. At least that's how I think it would work in theory. I think that's it there. All right, so moving on here. Oh, we got Blink stuff going on as well. Let's get down here to the Blink stuff. These are out. These are other things that Amazon or other brands that Amazon owns. Blink is one of them. They had outdoor cameras to show. Arc model was the most unique, being here. You can see that 2-camera Blink Arc at the bottom there. This is probably the most unique camera that Blink showed at the announcement there. It features 2 cameras on one mount, and the software knits the 2 feeds together like a 360 feed, and a 180-degree panoramic view. It hasn't, well, and this, I guess, feature is supposed to improve the blind spots of cameras. It's $99, and it's available for pre-order, and launches October 22nd. And the mount that comes with this particular device is $19.99. Blink also debuted a $89 Blink Outdoor 2K cam with 4x zoom and audio with noise canceling technology, enhanced low light performance, and smart notifications when you subscribe to the company's premium plan. Pre-orders are now, and they go out October 29th for delivery. There's also a Blink Mini 2K camera for indoor use, available for $49. It launches on October 15th with a lot of the same functionality, especially in the camera department that the other cameras have. Fire TVs. So Fire TV starting at $159. Very interesting. Amazon shipping a thinner, more high-performance TV starting next month with pre-orders available now. The TVs are connected to the Alexa Plus voice assistant technology and is aware of live content, which is one of the big features of this new update. These are typical lower quality LED displays, but they do still offer 4K resolution. The flagship Fire TV Omni QLED series starts at $479 with a 60% brighter screen and 40% more powerful chip. The Fire TV 2 series starting at $159 is the one that we were talking about a little while ago. Features all of these functionalities, but just at a smaller scale. And then the 4 series starting at $329. A lot of size and software lockouts for these different tiers here. Lastly, we have the Fire TV Stick. 4K select for the Fire TV Stick to be the fastest 4K stick under $40. That's their claim. It runs a new operating system, Vega OS, which invites app developers to create new apps for the platform. Now, I'm not sure if this is extending to the Echo devices, but that would be kind of cool. It seems like they are adding some functionality for people to create things for those devices, and waiting for that to come out is going to be an exciting time to see what people create, especially with something that has the reach of an Amazon Echo or Amazon TV stick. All right, and those are the news things we talked about or wanted to talk about today. Let's go ahead and get to some of the eInk news. All right, what else we got here? All right, so we're going to talk about some Scribe stuff. So we're going to continue our conversation about the Scribe since we have a little bit more time and more information about what happened during the announcement. Now, a couple things I wanted to mention about this particular thing is, I think we can agree. Let me bring this up here. I think we can agree that the screen that's in that display, we can't know for sure yet, but just based off all the news that's been coming out, it looks like the screen, it's not widely different. If it's not the same display that's in the Note Air 4C, it's not widely different from the display that's in the Note Air 4C. And by extension, the Tab XC. Just different sizes, right? But I think the underlying technology is still the same. I'm noticing a lot of the darkness in a lot of the media that's coming out right now. I want to bring some of that up. Scribe Colorsoft. Have you guys seen any of the newer videos that's coming out with people that have them or people that went to the event that are showing the device off? The screen looks as bright or as dark as any other Kaleido 3 screen, in my opinion. The colors don't look any better. I mean, like, again, these are just videos coming out of the event itself, but I don't see that. What we got in the chat here? The Apple HomePods communicate with each other to distribute the sound in the room. It's the best surround sound setup I have had in my house that also serves as smart speakers. I think they all do that to some extent. I think Amazon is touting that theirs does it in a particular way. But I think that because the Google Assistant speakers do the same thing. They will allow you to play sound simultaneously on all devices, and you could possibly put them there, but I don't think it would be surround sound, for one. I don't think it would be even stereo, to be honest with you. So the fact that two speakers can play the same sound, doesn't make it stereo or surround, right? So it has to have the circuitry and the hardware to do that kind of thing. More circuitry than anything else. But and Amazon is touting Atmos for their devices. So Dolby Atmos, that's a codec that a lot of people in the music industry respect. So unless Apple is bringing something like that to the game, they're just allowing you to play sound on multiple speakers, which I think all of them do these days. Amazon is doing it a little bit differently because theirs is designed to do Amazon speakers for surround sound. There's way better speakers out there. Sonos does way better sound than Amazon does at a similar price. Oh boy. Yeah, RIP. It ended. I don't know what happened there. We're just gonna keep going. The streaming guys have not been with me this week. It's been really bad for me streaming this week. I gotta figure out what's going on with the internet. I got a hamster running that wheel back there. He's doing good. He usually does good. He don't get tired too often, but he got tired just now. All right, so we're back. I don't know what happened, but we're back. You know what? I think something in my house is stressing the network. Something here is definitely stressing the network at certain times. I think what I'm going to do is not unplug but stop my PC back there because it might be doing some work that I have it doing throughout the day. Okay. Anyway, back to the stream. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the Colorsoft, right? And some of the things I want to talk about the Colorsoft was the darkness of the screen. So I think that's the videos and stuff that I'm seeing of people handling them. And like I said, all the video that I've seen is from the event. So if you guys have video of someone that actually has the device, I'd be interested in seeing that. Throw the link in the Discord if you do. But the screen is dark, right? I think the screen is as dark as any other Kaleido display, right? The colors look about as good as any other Kaleido display as well. So I don't think anything new is being done here. I think unless like I said, unless someone can tell me something differently, I don't think anything new is being done with this new Kaleido screen that's on the Colorsoft. And pricing. I want to talk about the pricing. So let's I mean, we got the remarkable. So this pricing was brought up yesterday. I didn't really get to it like I wanted to yesterday because we kind of ran out of time. But as far as pricing goes, we're looking at the Remarkable Paper Pro, and I don't want to hear nobody talk about the price of the Remarkable devices no more. Like, this has got to end. Okay, if Kindle, if Amazon is going to release a Kindle for $679, why are we crying about a $629 Remarkable Paper Pro? No one's crying about the price of this Colorsoft Kindle. No one's crying about the price. So those are the two things I wanted to bring up today. The price and the darkness of the display. It doesn't seem to be any different than the regular Kaleido that we see in other devices. I made a video already about like the price of the Remarkable Paper Pro. The remove isn't too high for various reasons. This is the same thing. Now, Aaron, is the price of the Kindle Soft too high? Let me ask you that, Aaron. Aaron, I gotta hear what you got to say about this. Oh, the price was the issue was the price of the Move, not the Pro. Okay. Man, Aaron, I thought we was gonna have an epic debate today. You just killed it with that. That's okay though. We'll find something else to argue about. BM says you need satellite. You know what, BM? I'm gonna have a talk. Me and Amy's gonna find out what our service is like. Because whatever it is now is not cutting it for what I'm trying to do. It clearly is not. And my internet never has problems when I'm not streaming. So it's definitely the more I need like more bandwidth or something. You guys give me some suggestions. I'll take them. Satellite BM? Okay. The issue is the price of the move. All right. I don't understand why Amazon would price comparable storage higher than the Remarkable Paper Pro. I can't afford a new Scribe Soft. Me either. Me either, eInk. It's more than the most premium device on the market right now. Why? This is the Panos Panay effect. Remember what I was telling you guys the other day? Yeah, and that's what Kit was saying. Kit was saying the same thing, Christina. Kit was saying he was recommending the Scribe because it was an inexpensive device that did most of what people wanted to do with a paper replacement. Once you do this, though, I don't know anymore. I think they redesigned it from the ground up to be a Remarkable Paper Pro competitor. Well, they were the only ones who could have done it, eInk. There is some credence to that. There is. Aaron says, don't get me wrong, the Remarkable Paper Pro and the new Scribe are overpriced. Okay. Well, at least you know what? You know what? There we go. Air horns for Aaron, because I like reasonable people. I like reasonable people, even if we have conflicting ideas of what things are and are not. Someone who can admit that, okay, I call one thing overpriced. This other thing too, that's around the same price, I think it's overpriced too. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what? I respect that, Aaron. I respect that. I really do. I wanted to have an epic battle with you today, but you know, I respect your take on this. No epic battle, but respect was gained today. So if the Scribe does more and if it's improved, should it still be priced lower? No, I don't believe that. I believe it's priced more because it should be priced more. Not this high though. But to me, this is the Panos Panay effect. The Panos Panay effect is the fact that it looks a lot better. The Panos Panay effect is that the software is probably going to be a lot more cohesive because Panos is not going to let something go out the door on his watch that he oversaw from beginning to end without it being something he's happy with. I trust Panos Panay in that sense. I've never seen a product launch from him that was not well thought out. And like I said on the other day show, look at the Surface devices. No matter what you think about Microsoft or the Surface devices, you got to admit those are some solid devices, hardware and software. I don't expect anything less from Panos. So yes, the effect of having Panos there overseeing this is that it's going to be a more cohesive device. The software is going to be good. The hardware is going to be good, but it's also going to be priced higher. Okay, you're going to get that Panos Panay premium attached to it. The way they have sales though, we'll probably be able to get one fairly cheap. So for sure, wait it out. Yeah, they definitely got a lot of sales. Amazon always does. That's why there's levels of Scribes. Absolutely. But still, comparing it to color on color devices, Gallery 3 is a better screen than what I'm going to just sight unseen say the Gallery 3 that's in the Remove. I don't know about the Paper Pro anymore, but the Remove is better. It's going to be better than this display that's in this device right here. That's just sight unseen. That's how I feel about it right now. Once Supernote decides to release the 13-inch device, that thing will be pricey. I think it's pricey now, no matter what. I think it's it's like almost $700 without a case is pricey. You know what I mean? That's pricey. I mean, when you throw taxes in, you're paying over $700 without a case. I'll just take my receipt. I got my Note Max with a regular case and a keyboard case for $649, and I thought that was expensive. Yeah. You thought that was expensive until we started living in the world of MontBlanc and the Scribe Colorsoft here. Now people are looking at Remarkable like, oh, that's a value. People are looking at the Remarkable Paper Pro like, oh, that's reasonable. $629? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Oh, overall, I think, like I said, overall, I think this is going to be a great device. So no crapping on the Colorsoft here, the Scribe Colorsoft. I'm excited for it. I want one. I think it's going to be a great device. If I get one, it will be the Colorsoft variety because I want to see what all they've done here. I want to compare it. I mean, it sucks that I won't be able to compare black and white against anything, but I guess I'll have to let other reviewers do that and take their opinion on it. Because I definitely won't be buying two of these. But this is interesting. This is super interesting. It looks good. I know the software is going to be good. Panos Panay. I know the software is going to be good. He's not going to let it go out the door half baked like their last generation did. That won't happen this time. You can buy this with some confidence that the software is going to be at least competent. I can almost guarantee that. Don't let those Super No fanboys hear this. No, I think it's going to be good. I think it's definitely going to be good. No problems here. I'm looking forward to seeing what the screen tech is like, though. That's my thing. But the day after seems to be pretty promising. No one's talking crap about it other than, like, you know, everyone's tempering expectations of the color display. It's good. It's good. I think it's going to be great. All right, so what else are we talking about here? Actually, you know what? Let's see what Reddit's saying about it. Let's see what Reddit's got to say about the Scribe Colorsoft. The new largest Kindle. This is all advertisement. The Colorsoft may be the best color e-reader. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. Colorsoft for comic book reading. Okay. Paperwhite versus Scribe versus Colorsoft. No. Okay, so we're talking about the Kindle Colorsoft. I want the Scribe Colorsoft. So not even a lot of conversations about the Scribe Colorsoft on Reddit yet. Nearly $100 more expensive than the Note Air 4C, which is arguably more capable. I don't understand their pricing strategy. I suppose you know what? That's a good point there. I mean, the 11-inch screen is nice, but it's basically the same. I think it's the same Kaleido technology. I could be wrong. I know a lot of people in the Kindle workflow with automations for notes and highlights and such. Okay, never mind. Kindle is synonymous with e-readers, and to the general public, I'd be willing to bet that most people don't even realize that other e-ink readers exist outside of Kindles. Okay, all right, nothing crazy. So no one's really got takes on this thing yet. Like I said, my take is just that I think it's a normal gallery or Kaleido 3 display. Custom part of it being that it's 11-inch. We haven't seen that yet in a consumer product like this. Yeah, and the design is better. We don't know anything about the software yet. This is all I know right now. That's all I know right now. I think that's okay though. Best color e-reader? No. Kindle Colorsoft? Yes. Scribe will be compromised in battery, like all e-notes compared to Dedicate. Yeah, I agree with that too, Mitchell. Especially considering your battery test that you've been doing, which I love, by the way. All right, so let's go on. So someone else I wanted to talk about too in this particular story here is that, or talking about eInk here, is that there's a program that we've started in the Discord. Can I show that? Can we get here? Let me see if I can get over to this. And can I get off of this? Nope. How about this? Yep. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, is this it? Oh, there we go. That's it right there. Okay, so just a couple things I put in the Discord. So what I want to do is we started a creator test program. So what I want to do is try to get that going now. So we have devices that I'm ready to send out to. I was supposed to send out one to Aaron here, being the Pinstar eNote. So that'll probably be one of the first devices going out to Aaron. And that'll be starting Monday. But creator test program guidelines. So this is all in the Discord. And if you don't know, we have a Discord for Rants About Tech. Link is in the description down below. And this is more creator stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in this stuff and you're looking to create content and you're interested in eInk devices, this information would be pertinent to you. So this creator test program, I have a guidelines forum in the Discord. Like I said, link for the Discord is in the description of the video. And if you go to the eInk chat, there's an eInk forum there. And in the forum, you'll find creator test program guidelines. You'll find creator test program for testers. And then you'll also find a post for creator test program devices. Now, the devices section is going to be, if you have a device that you want to donate to this particular program, and we're not taking devices right now, we're just trying to figure out how we're going to work the program. We already have some devices that people want to donate, but donations may not be necessary. One of the things I was thinking about was taking devices and using them for 2 months. So that'll give six creators 1 week with said device in that 2 month span, which I think would be, no, 4 creators, not 6. 4 creators a week with each device in that 2 month span. So 2 months is what the loan program would be for one particular device, and then we'll send it back to the person who's loaning that video out or loaning that device out or allowing us to use the device for this purpose. Now, this is basically going to be older devices that people aren't using, and it'll be a way to give the device some life after you're not using it anymore, before you decide to sell it or whatever the case may be. Now, you can go to this program post or the devices post right here. And can we see this? Oh, no, we can't see that. So we can go to the devices post there, and in the devices post, you can put your name, what device you may be willing to add to the list of devices that people can loan or test out, and the manufacturer and the model of the device. All this information is going to be in there. I'm probably not explaining it very well now, but all this information is in the Discord and it's in the eInk forums. We also have a post for testers. So if you want to be a tester, you can put your name there, device. In the devices list that we have here in this forum, there's going to be devices there. If you see a device there that you think is interesting and you want to try out, and when the program comes online, you want to be considered for, you can put your name there, what device is your first choice and what device is your second choice, kind of thing. And then also there's a post for guidelines. The guidelines post, I'm going to be adding guidelines to this post. Anyone can add guidelines to this post if you're like, okay, well, this sounds like a cool program, and I think this particular rule would help the program be successful. Throw it in the guidelines. If you think you have an idea about how we can manage receiving and sending out devices, put that there. If you have any idea that's pertaining to this particular project, you can put those in the guidelines there. So that's what that will be for. And I appreciate anybody who's donating devices. I appreciate anybody who's signing up for testing, because that's what this is supposed to be before. It's to get people hands-on use with these devices and get their perspective on them and add those to the larger community perspective on devices. That's only going to be helpful for people looking into buying these devices, because a lot of this stuff is use case specific, and the more use cases we can get people's opinions on, the better for everybody. So yeah, and this is just going to be good for the community, people using devices. It's going to be good for people lending the devices, because it adds life to the device where it would not be getting used otherwise. So yeah, I've already added the Pinstar eNote, so that's going to be in the mix. I've already added the Tab Mini C to the mix. These are the Boox Tab Mini C and the Pinstar eNote. I'm also adding the Remarkable Paper Pro to the list. That's tentative now, only because I'm going to be sending that back to get replaced, because it's developed a line in it. It doesn't hurt the functionality of the device, and it's not damaged in any way. It just has developed a line going down the left side of the screen. This is all in limbo from Remarkable if they're going to send me a new device or not, so we'll see what happens. But barring them wanting me to send this device back, I will be putting this device in the mix for people to use as well. So that's there. All right, let's go to the chat real quick. Kindle Colorsoft, yeah. Scribe will be compromised in battery, I think. I think the bigger excitement is how they improve the note-taking experience. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a better note-taking experience. And from what I understand from the previous Scribe, the batch file functionality was not good. And that's my thing. Like, if I can't copy, duplicate, move files in a easy, intuitive manner, I don't want to deal with your system, because file organization is already hard enough. Doing it with not enough tools to do it right, I just can't handle, which is one of the reasons I never bought the previous Scribe. I don't see that tab in Discord. This is super cool. I like what you guys are doing with this Rod. I like it too. It's going to be a good program, Aaron. I think it's going to be great. But the program guidelines are going to be, if you go to the eInk, channel, you'll see eInk chat, eInk setup, and then eInk forums. This information is going to be under the eInk forums for the tester program. So if you want to participate, add some guidance in the guidelines, that's where you can do that at now. Eventually, this is going to move over to the website, rantsabout.tech.com, where anyone will be able to see the list of devices and then sign up to get said device at a particular time. And at that point, we should have some kind of calendar set up to where you will know when that device will be available, and you can put your name in that time slot for when that device will be available. So that's how I'm trying to work it on the website. So, and that's been a little arduous right now, because I don't really have the tools on the site to kind of set that stuff up right now. I'm going to have to get some kind of custom code written or find a workaround to it. So that's where I'm at right now, which is why we have the forum up on the Discord. Again, link for the Discord in the description of the video. All right, what else we got here? If you're enjoying the content today, give me a quick like. Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. And consider becoming a member of the channel. Get you a badge. Hit the join button. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with hitting that join button at all. Speaking of Mobile Scribe Wave, I thought the company was dead, and they released an update last week. Yeah, they're not dead. I think the Kindle addressed that with the new workspace. We'll see. I want to see. I want to see somebody get this in hand. Who wants the Mobile Scribe Wave? We'll probably have a Mobile Scribe Wave in the creator test space too. That would be kind of cool. That's a good device. That's a good device. All right. What else we got here? I think we'll end out with some tech stories that I was supposed to talk about the other day and didn't really get to. Just to end it out real quick. Okay. So real quick rundown. Speed mode for stories. So first one we got here. Whoa, Logitech iconic MX Master 4 was released. So it's been out for a few days now. But the specs are action ring, haptics, and stronger connection. 8,000 DPI sensor, quiet clicks provide satisfying tactile feel, 90% less noise compared to the MX Master 3, which I have right here. This is an awesome. Well, I don't even see that. This is an awesome mouse. This MX Master 3 right here. So I'm looking to upgrade this to the 4 whenever I get a chance. I'm in no hurry because this I'm in no hurry because this mouse is not now. Oh boy, what happened? Oh no, lady, stop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so moving on. The MX Master 4 really. Bam. MX Master 4, really nice mouse, and I really do like it. So I don't feel the need to upgrade right now, but when I do, I will definitely be upgrading it to this particular mouse. USB-C quick charging, and a 1 minute charge powers up to 3 hours use. Wow, that's. I mean, I thought the fast charging on the 3 was good. This is amazing. While full charge lasts up to 70 days. Multi-device support connects and switches between up to 3 devices like most Logitech devices do now. The price is going to be $119 US, 129.99 pounds. And colors available for PC and graphite and pale gray globally. Black and graphite charcoal in the North American and European markets. The MX Master 4 for Mac will be available in white, and silver and space black. MX Master 4 for business will be available in graphite only. Next up we got to talk about is WhatsApp get live photo support. So basically what this is if like with your iPhone, even with your Pixels now, most cell phones today have live photos where you take a photo and it records a short video before the photo is taken, and you can see that motion in the picture when you go back to view it before it converts into a still. I'm sure we're all familiar with that. WhatsApp is going to support those types of photos now in their iOS app. Android app coming later. Galaxy Ring explosion. I was looking at Oura rings earlier because they have a new ceramic ring out that we're probably going to talk about later in the week. But I'm like, man, now I'm second guessing it. This isn't common. But man, I don't want this to happen on my finger. So yeah, and this is weird because this happened to a YouTuber. Yeah, it shows his finger right here. This happened to a YouTuber, and who was it? I forgot his name. But it's a YouTuber that I watch, Daniel from Zone of Tech. Okay, Daniel from Zone of Tech. I watch this guy all the time. One of my favorite tech YouTubers. And yeah, so he documented it really well being a tech YouTuber. Interesting stuff though. So it expanded on his finger, and he needed ice and some other stuff to get it off of his finger, some lubrication. But super interesting. So I guess the moral of the story here is do your research on rings and which one you're going to buy and what kind of faults they have as far as batteries, because this could have been crazy. All right. Next thing we got is going to be Opera launches new AI browser. So if you don't know about Opera, Opera is one of the browser. Opera has its own browser, the Opera browser. But now they're making an AI version of its Opera browser called Opera Neon. Uses different agents to do different tasks. So basically, it's an AI agent that has a army of other AI agents that it says, okay, you're an agent that's good at finding stuff out about math. We'll use you. Oh, you're good at finding stuff about materials. We'll use you. That kind of thing. Uses different agents for different tasks. Prompt instruction cards save prompts. The rollout is limited to an unspecified number of users for now. The rest will need to join the wait list. Yeah, and we're already at the wait list stage for this, so you can't even join this anymore. But when you can join, it's $19.90 a month. All right, and I think that's it. I think that's going to be it. Whew. Not bad. Not bad for a day's show, you guys. But let's get to the chat real quick. Trackball is life. I want the sideways mouse. The mouse where you hold the mouse that you hold like this, and move it, because it feels way better than this. If I could just hold the mouse like this and do this, scroll, swipe, that would be great. That would be great. That's the kind of mouse I want. I'm looking into that kind of mouse. I haven't found one that I like yet. They all look a little too weird for me. I need something that looks cool. I don't know why. I use a trackball on my work computer, but not on my personal one. I need a regular mouse for gaming purposes. Yeah, that would be the only reason I want a mouse like this, is for gaming, because this gaming would be weird like this. But for this, good. When I'm doing work though, when I can actually have the time to give my motions some thought, because when you're gaming, it's Twitch. It's all Twitch functionality. You're twitching, but but when you're doing work, you're not relying on those twitch muscles. You're just like, you got time to methodically think about. Oh boy, you got time to methodically think about things, and you can give some thought to how you're holding your mouse. There are mouses that have that form factor. Yeah, they are. I'm just looking for a cool one though, Dr. Ling. I've been using the Ultra Human Ring for about a year now, and I like it. Ooh, the Ultra Human Ring. I've never heard of that. My Logitech trackball battery lasts months. Wow. You guys are on trackballs, huh? I never thought about a trackball. Once you use a trackball, you can't go back, says Palm. Okay, I see where all this trackball talk is coming from. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not big on a trackball, but I do want that sideways mouse. That sideways mouse could be really good. All right, I think I caught up on all the news. Man, this was a short show. This is a short show, you guys. We're due for a shorty every now and again. We're due for a shorty every now and then. Get in and get out real quick. I won't say it. If Mike was here, he'd say it, but I won't. I would agree with Mike when he did come on and say it. He'll see the replay, and then he'll say it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, so I think I'm trying to do something fun Friday. We might do an outside live tomorrow. I saw Kit do an outside live. He made me jealous. I'm like, I want an outside live now. So we may try to do something outside live tomorrow. We'll see. Rocky Steps live. What do you guys think? Live on the Rocky Steps, and we'll talk tech. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Rants About Tech Live, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Hit a like button if you like the show today, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And if you're feeling extra motivated and you want to help support the channel, you hit that membership button. You join. You get a badge. You get shout outs. Speaking of which, let's get to the shout outs real quick. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Mitchell. Shout out to Christina Ray. Shout out to eInk. Shout out to, who else we got here? Shout out to, Dr. Ling. Thanks for showing up. Shout out to, do we got? Oh boy. I think that's it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you for joining the live stream today. Join me tomorrow where we continue these stories, and I hopefully we'll have an exciting announcement to make. I won't. I'm just joking. But I hope you guys join me anyway. All right, everybody. Until then, take care.